Hello class, welcome to Empowerment Technologies. In this video, we're going to have an introductory lesson about Microsoft Excel. So let us define what is an MS Excel. So Microsoft Excel is a computer program used to create electronic spreadsheets. So before, we have a paper-based spreadsheets, meaning we need to manually create the grid lines or the tables for organizing the data. But today, with the new media, we have digital computer or online platforms for creating spreadsheets. So these are electronic spreadsheets. So MS Excel is an electronic spreadsheet program that can be used for storing, organizing, and manipulating data. So within Excel, user can organize data, create chart, and perform calculations. Excel is a convenient program because it allows users to create large spreadsheets, reference information, and it allows for better storage of information. Okay, so large spreadsheets because unlike paper-based, you were able to create almost unlimited numbers of rows and columns. So if you need multiple numbers or many numbers of rows and columns to organize your data, you can do that using electronic spreadsheets such as Microsoft Excel. So if we go to MS Excel, so for example, you need 26 columns. So you can just you can use from A to Z. So that will be 26 columns. Or if you need more, you can add. So you just need to hover your active cell to the right. Of course, if you need many many rows. So if you need multiple rows, you can also do that. So yung Microsoft Excel allows you to create almost unlimited number of rows. So if you need, for example, 150 rows, so you can create that in Microsoft Excel. Or if you need more number of rows, you can also create that in Microsoft Excel and in other electronic spreadsheets. It allows you to reference information and it allows you for better storage of information. So for example, I have here ito. So let me just show you. So although we were not going to create this type of database because this is a far more advanced than what is needed in this lesson. So I will just show you. For example, here I have here a database or school manager. So we're in I can show you a database of the students. So hindi ko pa siya natatapos. So I'm still going to finish this one. So for example, here I have here 3 students in my database. So I can still add to this database. So by going to my home tab. So here, students tab rather. So here I can add new student. So for example, Gojo Satoru. Student ID. So, ito lang yung lalagyan ko. Okay, so I can save that student and afterwards, makikita natin dito. So, Gojo Satoru is added. And if we look at our database of students, so there is Gojo Satoru. So, andyan na siya. So, this is just one way of applying Microsoft Excel. So this is a far more advanced usage of Microsoft Excel where you can create a database for information, for wide arrays of information. So Excel operates like, Okay, so Excel operates like other Microsoft programs and has many of the same functions and shortcuts of other MS programs. So, as what we said before, diba? So, since they are under the same program suite, which is the Microsoft Office suite, then some of the tools, some of the basic tools are the same with the other Microsoft Office program. Microsoft Excel consists of workbooks. So within each workbook, there is an infinite number of worksheets. So we can take the entire workbook as a book. So for example, diba, a book consists of multiple pages, and each of the page within a book is considered as a worksheet. So workbook is the entire book, and the page within a book is the worksheet. So if we go to MS Excel, so this entire Excel file is the workbook, and each of this sheet here found within a workbook is a page within this workbook. So yan, so we can add a worksheet by clicking this plus sign button at the bottom, and we can also delete this one. So for example, we would like to delete sheet number 33, so we can right click sheet number 33 and then select delete. So for example, we want to move sheet number 2 to beside sheet number 1, so we can select and then drag this to this place. So if you want to move, for example, you have so many worksheets to work on, so you can select this arrow, so navigating arrow here at the bottom left, so you can select this to move from one worksheet to another. So yeah, so you can move from one worksheet to another, or you can just right click this area here, and then all the worksheets will be shown. So here we have sheet number 1 until sheet number 32, but this is not really 32 sheets because I deleted some of the worksheets. So for example, I would like, so from sheet number 1, I would like to jump to worksheet number 30. So I can select worksheet number 30 and then select OK, and I will be moved to sheet number 30. So each worksheet contains columns and rows. Where a column and row intersect is called a cell. So for example, cell C24 is located where column C and row 24 meet. So for example, here in the image, so we have here column C and then and then row 24. So kung saan sila nag-intersect, that is called cell C24. So if we go to our workbook, to Excel, so this is column C. So let's highlight this part. So gawin natin siyang yellow. And then row 24. So for example, this one is row 24. So gawin natin siyang red. Ayan. Ay, sorry. Ayan. So gawin natin siyang red. So this area where column C and row 24 intersect is called cell C24. So sabihin natin, gawin natin siyang color orange. Ayan. So this is C24. So to know the name of a specific cell, you can just view it here in the name box. So this is cell C24. So for example, you would like to jump to cell AZ204. So you can write here AZ204, and then you will be transferred. So yung active cell natin will be cell AZ24. So this one. So I will just highlight this one. Ayan. So this is cell AZ24, AZ204. So that is the name. So you can also rename this cell. For example, this will be called cell ano bang cells? For example, apple. So you can rename this one. So if you type in apple, you will be located, you will be directly directed to that specific cell. So you can rename a cell, so according to what you want to name it. So the tabs at the bottom of the screen represents different worksheets within a workbook. So you can use the scrolling buttons on the left to bring other worksheets into view. So this is, kanina yung pinakita ko, this is the scrolling button for the worksheet. So you can select these buttons to hover from one worksheet to another, or to view all the other worksheets. So we also have Office button in Microsoft Excel. So now Office button is called the File tab. So the same with Microsoft Office Word. the commands found in the office button or in the file tab have the same functionality. So for example, we have here, if we go to MS Excel and if we select file tab, we also have the home button, the new button, open button. We have here info for basic information, save and save as button, so to give us an option on how to save our files. We have the print button, we have here share button, export button, publish button, close, and then account feedback and options button. Within an Excel file, there is a ribbon. So ribbon is a place where, or serve as a menu wherein the different tabs and groupings of commands and tools are located. So if we go to our Excel file, so just below the title bar, so our title bar here shows the name of our file. So here our worksheet is named as book 1 Excel. So just below the title bar are the ribbons. So we have here the different tabs, and we also have here our different commands grouped into its types. For example, clipboards, group of fonts, alignments, numbers, that is a specific group for commands that have similar function. So tabs are menus of different tools and commands. So there are 7 or 8 default tabs. So the 8 default tabs across the top of the Excel window. So in our ribbon. So those 8 default tabs are File tab, Home tab, Insert tab, Page layout, Formula, Data, Review, View, and Help tab. So I just added here Developers tab because I needed to create some Visual Basic coding for some of the files that I am working on. So if you know how to use Visual Basic, then you can activate Developers tab. So I will show you in our in the future video. So groups are sets of related commands displayed on tabs, and commands is a button, a menu, or a box where you enter information. So under different tabs, for example, here in the home tab, we can see different groupings of commands. For example, for copy and pasting, commands for copy and pasting, you can see here clipboard as the name of the group of these commands. So for commands to edit typefaces such as the font style, font size, the color of the fonts, you can see those commands in the font group. So for the alignment, ayan, so you can select those commands under the group alignment, the alignment group rather. Or for example, if you enter information here, for example, if you enter here number, so you can edit what type of number is this. So is this a text? Is this a number? Is this a currency? So you can change the type of information or data you entered in your cell, especially if it involves number. Excuse me. So just explore these different commands under the different tabs. So, yeah. So we'll discuss some of this in our later discussions. So in our next video, we're going to discuss the basic commands for entering and editing data in your workbook. So see you in our next video.